last sunset in Delhi, and yeah, you know what? I'm not. Wait, my hat's a little bit. Let's get that. We're central. We're good. I'm not going to be too upset to say goodbye to the place, if I'm honest. I was talking to this fella, and he was like, I was like, why are you here? And he's like, bad karma in another life, bad karma. Anyway, that sums it up, but I don't know what does. I just figured something out. So I've been sitting up here at my little restaurant place, and the other day, my very first night here, when I arrived, I had 4 hours sleep, I was tired, I was sitting at a rooftop restaurant which is just opposite here, and this guy, he came in, sat down, he had a drink at another table, and he was an Indian fella, had a drink at another table, and then he did something that I've started noticing a lot of people do. They would do one thing, try to do one thing nice to gain your trust. Now that one thing nice might, in this instance, was turning a fan in my direction, and they're like, oh, you were getting the cool breeze, and that is their in. The other thing they'll do is they'll come up and warn you, say, hey, be careful with your bag or your pockets, there's pickpockets in here. They try to like pose as though they're the real good guy, but they're not. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to a travel agent. It's the usual ruse that's going on here, and they're going to tell you that the travel agent is a government travel agent, is one that's you know, they're not going to scam you and all these sorts of other things. So like, no, this is like a real official government one. This isn't a tourist one. So anyway, I was sitting up here, sitting at this restaurant here. An old mate came up. He sat there and he was there for a good 15 minutes before he turned the fan around to try to talk. And you know, he turned the fan around. Oh, is that cooling you down? It's very hot, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, what are you doing? Happy days. We have a nice little conversation for 20 minutes. Then he goes to the conversation of where you're going, and that usually ends up with, hey, don't go with these guys. Look, I'm not even from this town, but I went to this place and it's a government place, blah, blah, blah. 5 minutes down the road. Let's just go and have a little chat. Now you've got his trust. Now he's got your trust. Because all of a sudden you're thinking, oh, this guy's nice. He helped me out. He was just up here having a little drink. And next thing, like, you're walking down the street for about half an hour and you're sitting in a travel agent. And you start really, next thing the agent's like, and he wanders off then because he's like going to get his like commission or whatever, and he's stuck in his agent for a while and it just clicks on what's going on, and you're like, okay, and then you start, right on mate, look, I'm not buying a breakfast. Tried to sell me a tour for $5,000, right? for about a 3-week tour of like northern India. And I, dude, that's not happening. Oh, you're rich, you can pay with this stuff. But anyway, I'll get back to the point here because I just figured out how this guy did it. So, I've just spotted him in the crowd. I'm sitting up here watching people cruising around, and sitting right over here is my man. And right up here is the restaurant I was at. So he's sitting down here at this little table, and I've watched him. He's watching people go back and forth. If there's a tourist or something like that, he'll scout where they're going, and then he'll go up, and then I'll see him go up some stairs, follow him up like 10-15 minutes later. He'll come down and probably he's been told to bugger off. So he saw me wandering along. Who's this handsome guy? Up there, sat here, waited for a bit, followed me up, and then gained my trust. So, I just thought I'd put that one out there because sitting here, I recognised one face in a crowd of 30 million, but it was him. And now, because it bugged me, how did he do that to me? I'm an experienced traveller. I've sussed it. Don't you guys get caught.